welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm just going to talk you through some of my favourite perch lures, basically like ultralight fishing, how I like to target a perch. So first one is small creature bait. This is a glow in the dark creature bait. I think I'll put a link down below, but they're quite small lures. And this one in particular glows in the dark. I've caught plenty of perch and pike on these. Let me just show you. Yeah, so basically, when we're fishing these tiny creature baits, the most effective way that I've found is use the lightest jig heads you can, just to get you out to that distance. So when it falls through the water, it falls through the water really slowly, and that is the key to getting more bites. These other ones are one of my favourite ones. These 40mm paddle tails. I've got them off of Amazon. I think it was about £6, and I've got loads of them, and the jig heads. All these. Tiny perch. And the tiny jig heads will go with them. And the biggest jig head that they come with, I think, was 2 gram, and they catch loads of perch. These ones especially. The red one caught loads on. The white one was the best. I found the best. I caught loads on the white, but the pike ended up eating it. Got the smallest pike in the world. You can see that. Perfect. Tiny pike. A little lure. Another one which is a good lure. These you may have seen in another video that I've done. These creature baits. These are off Amazon as well. There's about £5, and I think I'll put a link down the bottom anyway. But I think it was like 10 of these. But I took these black ones out, and I had like the best session that I've had in ages. I had perch, pike, and chub on these. There we can see that. Absolutely nailed it. You can see that. And they're only small, and this is a 1.5 gram jig head. And most of the jig heads I use are normally up to 2 gram, because when you fish them heavier, they sink too quickly, and I think you end up missing quite a lot of fish. So these ones here, only tiny jig heads, 1.5 grams. But then when mounted on the lure, they're hardly even noticeable. And then what I do is I'll tie up a fluorocarbon tray. So I normally use like £8, and that's just in case if you do catch a pike by accident. Obviously we're targeting perch. If you play the pike and you let the pike run and tire itself out, then you will bring it in on the £8 fluoro. But if you are finding problems with pike, then I've just bought it's called Drennan E-Socks, £10 wire trace, and you can make your own. I'll do a video on them, because it's quite thin and it looks really like it's not that noticeable as like the other wire, and I've caught a few pike on them, but I haven't had no perch using that wire trace yet. But Another perch. It's actually a better one. That'll be the key. I've got a few different colours of them creature baits. They all look quite good. To be honest, I'm going to get back out doing a few evenings after work, and I've recently been, well, I've caught quite a few on these glow in the dark ones. Like these glow in the dark, and some of these other ones here glow in the dark as well, but I don't know what ones. I've also got, these were from the range, these like double tail baits. They look quite cool. I haven't used them an awful lot, to be honest, yeah, but I'm sure they'll catch. It's just the thing is they come with jig heads that are really heavy like this, and they sink way too quickly, and I haven't had a bite using them like that, so I'm going to try out with a smaller jig head and see what we can get with that. This is a tiny crankbait. This is, I think it's 4.5 centimetres. Tiny one, and I'll catch loads of chub on these down in Wandle. These are the ones, if you watched that chub on lure video that I done, this is what I've caught it on. Tiny little thing, like if you can see it in my hands. But the chub love them. I don't know why. I'll have to get down there and try it again. Try and catch some more. The only problem you get is down on one was quite snaggy, so you end up losing a few of them. But, oh, thanks for watching anyway, and please like and subscribe and leave a comment below. And what's your favourite lures for perch? Yeah. Win again. Tiny perch.